everyone. I'm so glad that you found your way here. I hope you click like, subscribe, and share, and that you drop a comment in the comment section below. You know what to do. So this video is on your week ahead. We're going to dive into a collective read. Then we'll do a pick a card. It's going to be a 3-card pick a card, where we'll dive a little bit deeper into what may be coming up for you. But of course, I'm here for you if you would like a personal session with me and a personal insight into your personal situation and your personal options. You'll find my link in the description box below this video. By the way, go check out my lives as well and the interviews that I have with inspiring people that are really innovative in their lives and also supporting their communities around them. All right, so let's have a look. And I already wrote down a couple things here that are coming up for me. And one is in the week ahead, a focus on Iran. Like I saw a point of energy going really into Iran, sharply into Iran, and what's happening there with the president having passed away, who was the the next upcoming Khomeini, basically. And now there's going to be an interim president until they've sorted it out. However, this is definitely a volatile period for Iran. It's definitely going to cause some waves in the area, in the region. This was not a happenstance. Apparently, the president was on a meeting to Azerbaijan. On his way back from Azerbaijan, he was shot down in his helicopter. So there's going to be a ripple. Then Russia and Ukraine, there's a topic coming up in the following week and the next week around that topic as well. There's a Trump that is going to continue through the next week. There is also technology, so more tech news, more tech innovations, more all of a sudden I just saw this energy spike into tech, so something's being pushed in the technology sector. I'm not quite sure if we're going to hear about it this week or in retrospect realize that it was during this time that something happened, which will be reported on later. But there is something in novel technology pushing things forward. And there's also, I can't even read my own writing here. One second. Oh yeah, there's going to be, I felt things getting hotter. So a rise in temperature, a temperature spike. For this time of the year, it might be that people are feeling more heat, feeling hotter, something around that. So these 5 topics seem to be the theme of the week, and especially in big block letters, big capital letters, Iran. We might not be hearing much about it in the news, but we know that the wheels are turning, the wheels are turning, the wheels are turning. So if this is intended to prevent an escalation in the region, I'm not quite sure if that's going to work out for that planning, whoever, planned that, because obviously, what are the odds, So let's see here, what's going on. The week ahead, the overall energies, please. The week ahead for May 20th to 27th, the overall energies. And we've got, the 10 of Swords. So this ending, right? And we can see here, it is someone who is being unalived, right? Focus, camera focus. Oh my gosh. There you go. So you can see this is someone who's being unalived from behind, and surprisingly. And it could be even from their own people. This looks like this is someone from their own people. And so it's clearly stating that something happened, and that this is going to influence this week, the energies of this week and what happens this week. Yeah, definitely execute. Page of Swords. Okay. Done in a stealth way. This was a stealth mode operation. 2 of Cups. This was to either stop or tear apart an alliance or an agreement. So there was some kind of alliance or agreement that is affected by this. A crumbling of establishment. 8 of Wands. But someone is waiting in the wings. Someone is waiting in the wings, and someone is watching and waiting in the wings. Okay, so someone is ready to step in or step up. Six of Cups, yeah. Okay. So overall energies, that was just Iran. Iran will go through a period of mourning, of course, and but it's not going to stop what was planned. I feel like this plan was already known, but it was very well guarded, well pulled off, well hidden, the exact timing and how. But that it would be done was already known. So there were precautions that were taken. There's something that's already put in place. So since that happened, now this other plan B is rolling forward. And it's they're trying not to allow this to put a dent into things. But it will. It will. Okay, let's see here. What's going on with the week ahead, the overall energies? This is a week of the overall energies is temperance, and temperance has to do with balancing, regaining balance, finding balance, healing as well. Um, Merging the past with the future, right? Creating the now. So setting the tone for the future and creating the now, mixing the past with the future in the sense of healing, right? So it's a major week where this can happen. Let's see here. 1 second. The challenges to watch out for would be the Page of Wands. And this would be not to let yourself get too caught up into things, right? Into whatever you're hearing, whatever you're seeing, whatever is being put out there. So again, be mindful of the information that you consume, be mindful of the stuff that's being put out there because it's being churned out now, it's being churned out, put out. And it's really important to be very discerning about the type of information that you feed yourself, to be very discerning about the contents that you feed yourself. So I feel like this is one of those weeks to really watch out because you won't know, it's going to get more and harder moving forward to discern what to listen to and what to pay attention to. Okay. So the opportunities to embrace for the collective, the Five of Swords, it's time for it's time for a dramatic change. The five is the pivot change. It's a point of change. It represents disloyalty, right? And disloyalty for a reason, because we have to be disloyal to our, and the swords are thinking or thoughts or air. So we have to be disloyal to the way that we used to think. We have to be disloyal to the way that we used to be, and we literally have to hunt down our fears and heal that. Now, speaking on the collective level, this is a collective message. So it's saying that this week can be a valuable pivoting point in how we're deciding to move forward in the world, the decisions that we're making on a collective level that, of course, work themselves out in the future. So the opportunity is to pivot. The opportunity is to swivel this week, to pivot and to choose a different way forward. Let's see here. Action advice. We've got the star, right? The star is clear. Keep things on a high note, look to the highest, be positive, have a positive outlook, think highly, come from the highest standing position. I'll pull it all together in a second. And the overall tarot direction or spiritual guidance. And we have here the Nine of Pentacles. And again, this is kind of a star, focusing on creating the highest material good. Okay, so what do we see here in this week ahead for the collective, please? It feels like there's an opportunity that's coming up for the collective in the week ahead. And the opportunity is to either and this opportunity is to literally to part with the ways of how we used to deal with things. So certain areas, certain collectives are coming into this opportunity right now to switch things up, to change things up, to choose a different direction, to choose a different path, to move away from the past of hyperbole, right? Hyperbole and this, right? So it It really feels as if, you know, humanity is actually going to take a higher route. It's actually going to, because the future cards are these two, the Star and the Nine of Pentacles, to take a higher route, to choose more light, to ask for more light, to represent more light, to manifest more light. It really feels as if, you know, it's finally, things are finally starting to move into a semblance of balance. There's a desire for balance that is coming up, and humanity is starting to move into that. It really feels as if this opportunity that is coming as a result of the part of the old paradigm breaking away through what happened with one of those that were possibly a representative of the old paradigm in a certain way, in a certain sense, that this is now opening up the opportunity for, right, newness, for a new way forward, to make different decisions than before. So it looks like humanity is going to go down that route. It doesn't look like this is going to necessarily escalate. It does feel as if before there was the potential for escalation, but I don't even think it would have escalated. I'm not quite sure, or not thinking, but I'm not picking that up. I'm not picking that up at all, but now it's a for sure not going to escalate too much. It feels as if this was desired. This is within the own ranks. This is within the own group. So there's a faction or a grouping in that country that I'm speaking about or speaking to, in case you lost me, the one that I mentioned in the beginning, that was desiring this, that was calling for this, that was hoping for this. It feels like there's coming to an end, coming to that old regime. There's an end coming to that old way of living. Okay, the High Priestess. So there's a desire here, a memory of something, a memory of something past, of something gone, of something, a memory that is still alive in a sense, that is now being reawakened. That's what it feels like. Okay, so when it comes to the overall collective, which is what I was trying to do, but it's really focusing on what's going on down there. When it comes to the overall collective, please, what do people need to know? And we've got the King of Cups, a time of healing. It's a time of really focusing on focusing on healing. It's more of a quiet week. 10 of Pentacles, calling in abundance, calling in money, a great week for manifestation. We're still in Taurus season. And we've got the Knight of Cups, also a romantic week for some of you. And one final one, please. We've got the Four of Pentacles, pretty stable. So for the general collective that isn't embroiled and involved with all this stuff, it's a pretty stable, steady week. It feels like it's a great week to manifest stuff, to manifest money, manifest abundance. This is the time to call it all in. It's a week where it's good to do things pitter-patter around the home, right? So home renovations, home upgrading. It's also a great week for romance. So if you feel like going out there and meeting someone, this might be the week to do it, where things will actually be stable or steady for a while yet to come. Let's see here. We've got the Two of Wands, which is a new outlook, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, leaving, having difficulty maybe letting go of something or leaving something behind. It's somewhat of a sticky energy week, where it might not be that easy to leave old stuff behind, where you're going to try and try, or we will try, but it still comes up again for final healing, for final cleansing, if you will. Okay. So great week to manifest, to do things around the home, to pretty up your space, to also, if you find a relationship, if you connect with someone this week, this has the energy of longevity, of something that's lasting a little bit longer. So if you are stepping out to meet someone and you're intending that and you're manifesting that, this is a week where things can last a little bit longer. Okay. Alrighty, so let's dive into your pick a card reading and the week ahead. I'm excited to see what comes up for you, and you can choose a number from 1, 2, or 3, and let's see what's awaiting you on the other side. As always, if you like, you can pause the video here and take your time choosing your card. So let's see what's coming on, what's coming up, what's coming up for the week ahead. And I'm starting, of course, with pile number one. So pile number one, we're going to have a look at your health, wealth, or no, well, health, wealth, okay, family and friends. All right. And a clarifier card, please. Clarifier, clarifier. And the overall energy and advice. Alrighty, so when it comes to health, your physical or what have you, we've got your intuition is going, and it feels almost like there's a light here. There's a light or a tower of light. What do you call it? A oh my gosh, where's my English going? There's a oh my gosh, what is going on? There's a lighthouse, a lighthouse of going on around your health. So there may be some kind of hope. If you were going through some kind of a situation or some kind of an issue, there is hope. There's some kind of an intuition or information that is coming to you. Listen to your intuition. If it's telling you don't eat this, you're allergic to it, don't eat it, you're allergic to it. Believe yourself, okay? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Sorry, I had to take a quick break. So the high priestess is showing a lighthouse that is um, shining a light on your situation. So it could be an intuition that is coming up for you. It could be an insight. It could be some kind of news. It could be some kind of information that is coming towards you regarding what you need to do. So it's really important that you listen to this, okay? And it could be that you need stability, the emperor. So this could be stable routines, settled food. This could be grounding yourself, grounding your energy as well, settled routines, settled workouts, that kind of thing. So it's really important that when it comes to your health, it feels very stable, it feels very healthy, but that you listen to your intuition, okay? When it comes to your wealth, we've got moving forward on your own, doing your own thing, the Chariot. So some of you that chose number one may have your own business or be thinking about getting into your own business, or you may be making your own decisions or having the autonomy to make your own decisions at your place of work. So we've also got the Four of Wands leading to success. So it feels like your decisions are going to pay off this week some way, somehow, that there's some kind of payment coming towards you, recognition, acknowledgement, something that shows that your work is successful. It's being seen, okay? Then when it comes to family, we've got indecision with the Hanged Man. Things are a little tricky here with the Four of Swords and the Hanged Man. It feels quiet. It feels like a time of healing, withdrawal, just doing your own thing, nothing too big happening. When it comes to friends, you've got the Eight of Cups. There may be a distance or a travel or moving. And we're seeing here Six of Swords, also indicating distance, travel, or moving. So what I'm feeling on your overall week ahead is, yeah, Eight of Wands, okay? Which is a lot of information. Information is coming in this week for you. This is a week of information, tidbits, emails, text messages, SMSs. This could be, you could be finding something out that you've been waiting for to hear for quite some time, or some kind of news or something that is intriguing, that is like exciting. Somebody wants to share something with you. Somebody wants to share information with you. So on whichever level of your life you're really focused on, it's like you're waiting for more information to come in, or you're waiting for that right information to come in for you. So when it comes to your health, it's coming via your intuition, but also through you structuring your routines, and through that realizing certain things about yourself. When it comes to your wealth and your career, this is you following your intuition, following your inner guidance, making your own decisions and listening to that information. And that leads you down the right path, giving you recognition, acknowledgement, and so on and so forth. When it comes to your family, it might be a good time to withhold information this week and not tell them everything. We've got the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords, which is indicating pause, peace, taking things slowly, not speaking, not moving the head. And this doesn't mean like a complete cut in communication. You have to gauge what level is right for your situation. But it does mean that keeping certain things to yourself from your family will benefit you this week. Okay. Waiting for the right moment, for the right instance, for the right time to pass on certain information. When it comes to your friends, though, there might be some kind of a distancing that is happening with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. Someone may be moving away from you, or there's some kind of a distancing happening between you and a close friend or a good friend. And this may be, you guys learning about each other on a different level again as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It could just be that one person is kind of leveling up their life, or you're leveling up your life, but it doesn't feel bad. It feels like this is a new opportunity to learn about yourself again, to learn about you, to learn about each other, to expand your relationship into different territories. Okay. The overall energy, like I said, for the week ahead for you guys that chose number one has to do with information. I have here the Eight of Wands. That's breaking down structures, breaking down things that you really invested a lot into, and learning to do things differently, relearning to see things differently. The only constant in the universe is change, right? And sometimes we get so full of the information that we already hold, and there's no putting, we can't take in any more information. And that's when we become really frustrated. That's when we become bored as well. That's when we become, like nothing's working, nothing's moving. We become stagnant and stuck. So to get unstuck, you have to shift your information, and everything that you've been holding on to as much as you can, at least, be willing in those areas of your life where you feel stuck to release it in order to take in new information, learn something new, and find out something new about yourself and life and how you fit in it. Okay. So this is a week for you guys, number one, where it's mainly, I want to title this Information Week. And information coming to you in the right way at the right time can really push you forward in a way that you wouldn't expect if you act on it. So it's important because the first card that showed up for you was the High Priestess. So it's really important that you act on your intuition, that you act on this information that is coming within you, but also what information does within you, so if you're feeling it and it kicks off some kind of a not reaction, right? Not reaction, because that's coming from some kind of program, but some kind of an inner knowing or a response, a desire to respond in a certain way. Have a look at that, right? And utilize that information to move yourself forward. Okay. All righty. Moving on to those of you that chose pile number 2. Pile number 2. And we'll see what comes up for you and your week ahead. Pile number 2, please. Pile number 2. Health, wealth, family, and friends. Clarifier, 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 clarifier. Overall energy and advice. So we've got for pile number 1, when it comes to health, you seem pretty strong. Okay. Your immune system is going great. 7 of Wands, and you've got strength. Okay. So whatever you're doing, keep it up. And you might also want to, if you're not doing it already, some of you might be thinking about hitting the gym, getting a strength routine going, building those muscles, that kind of thing. But your immune system is pretty strong, and it feels like your health overall is pretty good. When it comes to finances, we've got the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, this is this is a week for you guys that chose number 2. Ace of Pentacles is you're getting your wishes fulfilled. Opportunities are opening up or coming your way. There is one significant or specific opportunity coming your way when it comes to money and career. So something that you've been waiting for will come through this week for you. You do have the opportunity to manifest this week as well. It seems like the energies are really conducive to that, to supporting you in your wishes. It's important that you understand that universe wants to fulfill your wishes, that you have these wishes and these desires precisely because the universe wants to fulfill them through you. I think you think God, therefore I can think. That's kind of what this is. Because the universe desires this for you, you desire it for yourself. If the desire wasn't there in the universe, you wouldn't be picking it up. So really open yourself up to your desires this week, not in a wild, uncontrolled way, unless that's what tickles your fancy, as long as you're not hurting anybody, including yourself, but to really just really become aware of what is it that I want? What do I desire? What do I really want to manifest? What do I want to bring into this world? What do I want to do? What do I want to share? What do I want to radiate out there? Right? But it really feels as if there's a deep desire that is being fulfilled when it comes to money and career this week. When it comes to your family, let's see what comes up here. We've got the High Priestess and the Hanged Man. You too are pretty quiet. Families are a thing, families are are really our biggest and our greatest teachers. And so here we have the High Priestess, which is quiet, the Hanged Man, which is quiet. Both of them are very introspective, retrospective. So this is a week where it seems quiet on the family front, or if it's not, there's a lot of reflection or introspection that is going on. Okay. When it comes to friends, we've got the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords. This is interesting because this doesn't feel too good. This feels like something needs to be clarified here between you and someone else. It could be that you're feeling betrayed, or you're feeling some kind of way, like someone's cutting you down, someone's doubting you, someone's sowing seeds of doubt in you, or not really allowing you to be who you are. And so this has to be clarified. It feels like you have to clarify your standing or your person, right? It's almost like I'm standing up for my person. I have to clarify my person to my friends. The overall energy is the Lovers. That's exactly the energy that I'm picking up for you this week, number 2, right? So the Lovers is a beautiful, always be in harmony, look for the highest ground, look for situations to resolve themselves peacefully. Nothing is a zero-sum game. We're raised to think that life is like that and everything has to go that way. So if just because one person wins doesn't mean the other person's not winning at the same time. Like both people can win at the same time, right? And to really dive into that perspective and not to let yourself be distracted, dissuaded, brought off track by this feeling of, oh, this person is winning over me in my conversation, my attempt to them to assert myself or assert me, my identity. So now I have to win over them. It's time to move into an and also way of thinking about things, perceiving things, that yes, this person can have their opinion and their ideas, and yet the same that you are saying is also true. Okay. So it's really important that we start moving into that mindset, that idea, that energy. The overall energy for this week is soft for you, though, number 2. It really feels especially like the best cards you have in career and finances. And so go for it. Go for the gold. Make it happen. Fulfill your dreams. Cater to your financial fantasies, um, do all that. It feels like this is also a great week to write things down and write things out in order to bring them into manifestation. Okay. All right. So when it comes to love, the Lovers card is pretty strong, and it is showing that some of you are going to have a really beautiful week when it comes to love. Someone is going to prove their love to you or show you their love. You're going to feel love this week, number 2. You're going to feel appreciated, seen, and heard. I do feel that whatever's coming up for you in the realm of friends will harmonize or clarify itself, that will resolve itself as well. Okay, so I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead. Those of you that chose number 3, what's coming up for you? What's coming up for those of you that chose number 3? Number 3, number 3, please. Those that chose number 3, health, wealth, family, and friends. Okay, so health, wealth, family, and friends. And we got Temperance and Two of Pentacles in health. So slow and steady wins the race. Some of you have been trying to do something, maybe lose weight, maybe, get yourself into the best shape of your life or whatever, but you've been doing this consistently. And those of you that have been consistent with it, Temperance, you're going to reap the rewards. Okay, we see here a happy Two of Pentacles. However, there's a maintenance that's involved, a continuous choice that's involved with maintaining this. So there's some kind of an energy about continuing to choose the path that you're on, not to break away from that. When it comes to your career and finances, you've got the Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So I am feeling changes on the roster for you. That's what's coming up for you. It could be that this is the week that you change jobs, change positions, change what you do for a living. But there's some kind of a change that is necessary that's coming in. And it also has to do with you seeing things or perceiving things in a different way. You may be having massive ideas, right? New ideas that you want to implement as well that are coming in for you. Also, your investments are paying off this week. So those of you that do have investments, you're going to see a payoff this week, quick and dirty. Like there's this energy of whoosh, grab it now, don't waste too much time, that kind of thing. Okay. Then we've got family, and you've got the Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups. Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups. Some of you have a very dynamic mother figure. This is a very charismatic mother figure, dynamic mother figure. Some of you may have had issues or difficulties with your mother who is, or with going into motherhood or going into, should I put this? There's something around your female energy that is either not allowing you to step into your queendom with your mother or something going on there. Okay, Queen of Wands is passionate. Six of Cups, though, is very childlike energy. So there's some kind of repressed energy that is coming up this week that needs to be worked through to move into your divine feminine. Okay, but some of you have a very passionate mother who was the inspiration of your childhood, who was the person that you looked up to, or you're like, oh my gosh, I want to have her energy when I'm at that stage. And it feels like reminding yourself of this value that you had for your mother, this inspiration that she was able to give you, that's important for you this week for some reason, some way, somehow. But it feels like this is imperative. Also, if you have sisters, the feminine energy in the home is important this week. When it comes to your friends, you've got the Devil and the Two of Swords. Please be careful, okay? Don't let the devil take your mind, yeah? And be careful the choices that you make. Two of Swords, it's best to stay silent or to ask for more time than to allow yourself to be manipulated. Some of you are literally friends with a devil. This may be the cutest devil ever, but it's still a devil. And these can be a very manipulative friendship, a friendship where you see what's happening, you see what's going on. You still think this person is adorable though, and you do think they're cute, but at the same time, you recognize the manipulations and you're not quite sure how to say it, because on the one hand, it's not enough to create a fallout, but on the other hand, it's kind of annoying after a while, and it's blocking your friendship. So there's a stagnation that's happening here where I feel like you need to step up. That's the next step in your friendship. And if it's a real friendship, it's going to be able to hold this. It's going to be big enough a container to hold the truth. So it's time to address this if you're feeling manipulated in your friendships. We've also got the Six of Pentacles as your overall energy card here. And this has to do with receiving what you prayed for. but also being generous. So the personality that you want to adopt or inhabit this week is a generous personality. This is what will get you through your challenges and get you through, have you breaking through. But there is a second card that popped up for you, and that was the Seven of Swords, which also has to do with self-deception. That could tie in with the Devil card in the friendship area. So this week, what is coming up for you guys that chose number 3? When it comes to your health, keep doing what you're doing. It's a daily choice, and some of you have come a long way. You've made some kind of change that was visible in the Temperance card, and this is slowly paying off, but you have to continue to choose every day to follow this path. Absolutely important. And I'm here to pull out the pom-poms and say good job. When it comes to your career and your finances, it feels like a change is in order. Something has to change, something has to give about what you do. So it's almost like you have to reset your goals and look at the goals that you're having now and kind of find more worthy goals to work towards or more authentic goals to work towards that you may not have admitted to yourself, possibly. But some kind of a change is coming your way. Some kind of a change is coming up. When it comes to family, you've got the Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups. So there's some kind of a looking up to your mother, having had a very inspirational mother, a very fiery mother, a very Queen of Wands type mother. So this could repress you in a certain way where you feel like, I can't take that throne or I can't take that role. So you're not able to step fully into your female energies because you still have your mother placed on that throne. Also, it could be a week where this is a week where you really get to honor your mother. You really get to, maybe really, maybe she has a birthday coming up or something like that, but there's some kind of honoring, respecting, showing that, you inspire me. You're so energetic. This is the kind of energy that I really want to develop with myself. But there's something really beautiful around that and with your mother coming up. When it comes to friends, it's a little more tricky because you got this cute little devil by your side who's just like your alter ego. This person does everything you'd want to do if you weren't so good. So it feels here with this devil that this person can be a little manipulative. So you want to be mindful of that and you want to address it. Don't stand on the fence about it. Okay. You may also have someone who's entering into your sphere who's really chaotic. They're bringing a chaos energy with them. And even though they're not bad people per se, the energy that they drag with them kind of upturns and uproots and whirls through your life. So you really want to stop that, shut that out, draw your boundaries. You have to have very tight boundaries with this person. Okay. Alrighty, so that's what's coming up for your week ahead, and I'm so glad that you are here. I'm always happy to serve, and if you would like your own personal reading, well, you know where to find me. The link is in the description box below this video, and I love to work with you and can't wait to hear from you. Take care. Bye. Have an awesome week.